You know, I am somewhat relieved I'm not the only one who sees this. I'm not the only one who has realized that these people are not Christians, that their belief has been hijacked, their faith has been hijacked. I'm not the only person who sees the injustice, the straight out anti-Cristo of this whole situation, of these separatists, of these nationalists. You don't need to know history to get taste. You just need to know Christ. You need to know the love of Jesus. But listen to this woman here. She knows history. Listen.
Germany. Hello, my dear friends. Let's talk about something that is personal to me, that is urgent to me, that I've posted on a number of times, but I can't post on it enough. History is repeating itself right in front of us. As a follower of Jesus Christ, you know I'm a woman of faith. I don't make any efforts to hide that. I'm watching the rise of Christian nationalism in America, and it is terrifying. And if you think, well, that could never really go wrong, spend 2 minutes with me. And let's look honestly at what happened in Germany before World War II. I'm coming to you from Germany. I've studied this so deeply. In the 1930s, many German Christians surrendered their faith wholesale to the rising power of Adolf Hitler, whom they eventually worshipped. The Nazis wanted to fuse Christianity with nationalist, racist, and authoritarian ideas. So what did they do? They created something called the Reichskirche, or the Church of the Empire, a so-called Christian church that put the state, and of course its leader, above the gospel. And the tragedy also was that many church leaders who were hungry for power and security, they embraced it wholesale. They twisted scripture to justify racism and anti-Semitism and violence. Loving your neighbor fell off the commandments first. It was forgotten. Instead, loyalty to nation and leader became the new leading commandment. And what also happened is that most Christians then went along. Obviously, their priests and their pastors were leading the way. And genuine faith was replaced by political dogma. The cross was, decorated in a flag, and Jesus was reduced to some sort of a mascot for the empire. And that is exactly what Christian nationalism is doing today in my home country, in the U.S. It demands Christians put America first, their political leader first, and it says that true faith means loyalty to one party and one leader, no matter the cost to Jesus's actual teachings. So we see Christian symbols that are used and Christian language that is used to push policies of exclusion and even violence. We see truth bent to fit propaganda. We see a movement that thinks it alone defines what Christianity is and who belongs in God's family and who even belongs in the nation. And we know what comes when the church becomes an arm of the state. The lesson of the Reichskirche of Germany, where I have lived for many, many years, is clear. Whenever faith bows down to political power, it corrupts both the church and the country. It happened here in Germany. It can happen anywhere, including, yes, the United States of America, and it's our sacred duty to resist, to follow Jesus, not Caesar, to love the least of these, not to chase earthly power. Christians out there, don't be fooled. History is yelling a warning. The question is if you'll listen.